In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on September 28, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Cincinnati Reds versus Milwaukee Brewers. It all comes down to this: the Cincinnati Reds and the Milwaukee Brewers on the final day of the regular season, and the stakes couldn't be any higher. The Brewers already locked up the #1 seed in the National League, so their playoff ticket is punched. The Reds, their entire season rides on this game. A win or a Mets loss, and Cincinnati is in. A loss with no help. Season over. You don't get much bigger drama than this. On the mound, Milwaukee is rolling with Freddie Peralta, one of the National League's best this year at 17-6 with a 2.68 earned run average. He's a tough assignment, but Cincinnati will counter with Brady Singer, who's been reliable, going 14-11 with a 3.95 earned run average. The difference: urgency. Milwaukee has the luxury to pull guys early and rest arms for October. The Reds have no such option. It's all gas, no brakes. And just last night, Cincy proved they can rise in the moment, smacking Milwaukee 7-4 to keep their playoff hopes alive. That momentum matters. As our first pick for this matchup, the Cincinnati Reds money line is our full game side pick. When these two teams meet, we've seen fireworks. Saturday's game put up 11 runs, and with the Reds in must-score mode, I don't see them sitting back. Brady Singer is solid but not unhittable, and Peralta may not be pushed deep with October looming. That means we'll likely see plenty of bullpen action, and bullpens under pressure can get messy. Add it all up, and I see another game with runs crossing the plate. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Dodgers versus Seattle Mariners. The Dodgers and Mariners both have their playoff slots locked, so this is basically a dress rehearsal and bullpen preview. The Mariners haven't announced a starter yet, while Clayton Kershaw made a relief appearance in Los Angeles game Friday. That flexibility suggests both teams may tinker with arms rather than throw full firepower. Still, whether it's the surge from a National League West champion Dodgers team, the aura of Kershaw's final regular season start, or simply the sheer number of times Los Angeles has had Seattle's number, the Dodgers just seem more likely to find a run or two late to seal it. They've won 10 straight versus the Mariners historically. As our first pick for this matchup, the Los Angeles Dodgers money line is our full game side pick. Kershaw hasn't been untouchable of late. In his recent innings, he's given up 17 hits and 12 runs over 19 innings. On the Seattle side, Miller's been porous, his 5.53 earned run average and 1.39 WHIP, and in 41 home innings, a 5.49 earned run average and .258 batting average allowed, suggest he's going to get knocked around. With both teams inclined to loosen up now that the pressure is off, this has overwritten all over it. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Diamondbacks versus San Diego Padres. It's the last day of the regular season, and we've got a National League West clash in San Diego as the Diamondbacks take on the Padres at Petco Park. Now, here's the deal. The Padres are already locked into their playoff series with the Cubs, so don't be shocked if some of their regulars get the afternoon off. But even with backups, San Diego is in a much better spot than Arizona because the Diamondbacks have completely mailed it in since being bounced from the playoff race. On the mound, Arizona rolls with Brandon Pfaadt, and that's where things get ugly. His overall earned run average is over 5, but check the splits. On the road, he's been a disaster, sitting with a 7.29 earned run average and hitters tagging him for a .310 batting average. It's been batting practice when he's away from Chase Field. The Padres counter with J.P. Sears, who hasn't been lights out either since coming over from Oakland, but at least he hasn't been a complete liability. And the truth is, even if the Padres give some starters a rest, their lineup depth at home is enough to take advantage of Pfaadt's road struggles. San Diego should ride that into the postseason with some momentum. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. Now let's talk totals. Arizona has been one of the better scoring teams all season, averaging almost 5 runs a game, and they still hit on the road. San Diego, on the other hand, is more middle of the pack, but at Petco they've been efficient. Combine that with Bott's road nightmare earned run average and Sears being hittable, and this sets up as one of those games where offense sneaks through even if some regulars sit. The Padres can string together crooked numbers, and Arizona is always good for a couple late runs in garbage time. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. Pittsburgh Pirates versus Atlanta Braves. We close out this 3-game set in Hotlanta, and there's still a little fire left in this one. The Pittsburgh Pirates roll into town to take on the Atlanta Braves Sunday afternoon. Let's talk arms. Pittsburgh sending out Johan Oviedo per the latest reports. He's been solid, especially in recent outings, and his peripheral metrics suggest he's better than the surface numbers. Meanwhile, Atlanta is deploying Charlie Morton, age 41, who's struggled this season with a 5.89 earned run average and WHIP near 1.57. On top of that, Morton's home-away splits show real weakness. His road-home splits are much worse, and his allowed batting average versus righties is elevated. The narrative is clear. I think the value is on Pittsburgh here. The Braves are likely taking a more ceremonial approach given the season's end, and Morton looks like someone who might give up more than he can handle in this spot. The Pirates have shown life in this series, and I believe they'll finish strong. As our first pick for this matchup, the Pittsburgh Pirates money line is our full game side pick. Now let's talk totals. Pirates games have underwritten often. Heading into Saturday, they had seen under 91 to 63 to 6 in their games. Meanwhile, Atlanta also leans under, having registered 75 unders in 160 games so far. The Pirates are dead last in MLB in runs per game, and even their away average is worse. The Braves average 4.49 runs per game, dropping to about 4.25 at home. Morton had been shelled lately. In his last few stints, he's given up double digits in runs in short stints, and that's dangerous. With both offenses weak and stressed, I expect a game that's closer, not an explosion. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. St. Louis Cardinals versus Chicago Cubs. It's the last game of the regular season, and we've got a classic rivalry at Wrigley Field as the St. Louis Cardinals take on the Chicago Cubs. Let's be honest, St. Louis has stumbled to the finish line. They've only won 2 series all September, and they've been flat on the road all year, sitting 11 games under .500 away from Busch. The Cubs, totally different story. They're playoff bound. They've won the first 2 games of this series 12-1 and 7-3, and they've been one of the toughest teams in baseball at home with a 17-game cushion above .500. Momentum is on their side, and they want to head into October with confidence. On the mound, the Cards are going with Kyle Leahy, who's mostly been a reliever and won't work deep. He's already given up 2 runs on 5 hits in just 3.2 innings against Chicago this season. The Cubs counter with Javier Assad, and while he doesn't always go long, he's had success against St. Louis, carrying a 3.58 career earned run average against them. With the way these teams are trending, Chicago feels like the clear side. As our first pick for this matchup, the Chicago Cubs money line is our full game side pick. Runs have been flying in this series. Chicago has averaged 6.5 runs a game against the Cards this season, and they've already put up 19 runs in the first 2 games of this set alone. St. Louis has managed to score 22 runs in their last 5 road games, so they're capable of chipping in too. The Cards pitching staff has been a mess away from home, giving up 36 runs in that same 5-game stretch. Assad has also been a little shaky lately, surrendering 9 runs in his last 16 innings. Add it all up, and I think we're in for another high-scoring finale. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.